Hi everyone. Today we are going to be solving the question 2 of the Wassce 2008 May-June General Mathematics Past question. The A part of the question says to simplify x squared minus 8x plus 16 divided by x squared minus 7x plus 12. How do we solve this? You will take note that the numerator is a quadratic equation and also the denominator is a quadratic equation. So that means we'll have to simplify each of these quadratic equations. So we can use factorization method for both of them and then we can simplify the fraction. Now, let us start from the numerator. If you take a look at this x squared, it has a coefficient of 1. 1 times 16 is 16. So how do you solve this by factorization? So you have to look for two numbers that when you multiply, that's products, when you multiply together gives you 16. 1 times 16 is 16. 1 times plus 16 is plus 16. That will give you plus 16. And then when you add together, that is your sum, gives you minus 8 right here. So I need two numbers that when I multiply together gives me plus 16. And when I add together gives me minus 8. If you take note, you realize that those two numbers could be minus 4 and minus 4 because minus 4 gives me minus 8 and then minus 4 times minus 4 gives me plus 16. Very good. So that means I can break down this numerator to be this: x squared minus, so instead of writing minus 8x, I will write minus 4x and also another minus 4x. Okay? And then plus 16. Plus 16. I will write that very well. Okay, plus 16 over. Now let us also factorize the denominator. In the case of this one, we are also going to look for the products. We are going to look for the product of two numbers that will give you plus 12, because here you have a coefficient of 1. 1 times 12 is 12. So you need two numbers that when you multiply together will give you plus 12. And when you add together, that sum is going to give you minus 7. Okay? I need two numbers. When I multiply together will give me plus 12. And when I add together, it gives me minus 7. If you take note, you realize that minus 4, minus 3 are good candidates because minus 4 minus 3 gives me minus 7. Minus 4 times minus 3 gives me 12. Okay, so that means I can break this down now and say x squared minus, so instead of writing 7x, I can write minus 4x. So I will say minus 4x minus 3x plus 12. Very good. So we've been able to have this number, these two numbers, that when you multiply gives you 16, when you add gives you 8. This one, when you multiply, gives you plus 12. When you add, gives you minus 7. Okay, now let us go ahead to solve this problem. So right now we want to group these fractions right here. So now we are going to have x squared and minus 4x. Let us factorize. X is common, so I'll have x bracket x in x squared gives me x. It remains 1x minus x in 4x, or minus 4x gives you minus 4. Okay, what is also common right here, you'll realize that minus 4 is common because minus 4 can divide minus 4. It can also divide 16. So I will have minus 4 bracket minus 4 in minus 4x. That will remain x minus 4 in plus 16. That will be minus 4. Okay. Also, let us solve the denominator. Let us factorize. X is also common, is also a factor of these two numbers. So we have x is common in x in x squared. You have x minus x in 4x. You have 4. Close your bracket. Remember, you're trying to group. Also, what do we have right here? Take note, guys, we are supposed to have a plus right here. Okay, because this is plus 12. We have a plus right here. Okay, so now let us go ahead. So what is common between minus 3x and plus 12? Minus 3 is a factor. Okay, minus 3 in minus 3x, I have x. Minus 3 in plus 12, I have minus 4. Very good, very good. So now to go ahead to solve this, if you remember your quadratic equations very well, all you have to do is now bring this x and this minus 4 together. I have x minus 4. Okay, and right now you already have x minus 4, x minus 4. Just bring out one of them, x minus 4 over x and minus 3, bring them together. Okay, bracket x minus 4, x minus 4. Now bring out one of them. That is it. So with this means that you've been able to successfully factorize the numerator and the denominator. So now if you take a look at this very well, you realize that x minus 4 and x minus 4 can cancel out right here. So that means x minus 4 cancels x minus 4. Okay, and in that case my final answer is going to be x minus 4, because you have this remaining, x minus 4 over x minus 3. That is your final answer. So that tells me that if you are asked to simplify this question, that is pretty much all you have to do. Factorize this, factorize the denominator also, and then simplify. So my final answer is x minus 4 over x minus 3. I will encourage you to go over the solutions very well to make sure you understand this problem set and how to solve such question. All right, let us go to the number B part, the B part of this problem set. So this question says, if 1 over 2, 1 over x, 1 over 3 are successive terms of an arithmetic progression. Show that 2 minus x over x minus 3 equals to 2 over 3. If you remember your arithmetic progression very well, you realize that we usually have something of this nature. Take, for example, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. In this case, this is your first term. This is your first term, right? And then there's something we call a common difference. What is the difference between each of these two numbers? Your first term and second term and third term and fourth term. If you take note, you realize that the common difference is 2. How do we get that? 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. 10 minus 8 is 2. That means the common difference right here is 2. That means if you do second term minus first term, it gives me 2. It gives me the common difference. Third term minus second term gives me the common difference. Fourth term minus the third term gives me the common difference also. So now let us use that same approach to solve or to show that this equals to this. Let us say that T1 is our first term, T2 is our second term, T3 is our third term. Okay, so this tells me that my common difference, I can call it D, would give me T2 minus T1, right? Which is also the same thing as T3 minus T2. That should give me the same value, which is what we did here. 4 minus 2 gives me 2. 6 minus 4 gives me 2. 8 minus 6 gives me 2. 10 minus 8 it gives me 2, right? So that means T2 minus T1 will still give you common difference. T3 minus T2 also gives you common difference. Now, how do we go ahead to solve this? 1 over 2 is your first term, that's your T1. 1 over x is your T2. 1 over 3 is your T3. So let us use that approach right now. Okay, so my T2 is 1 over x minus T1 is 1 over 2. Okay, equals to T3 is 1 over 3 minus T2 is 1 over x. Okay, so now if we have this, remember what we are trying to do is to show that 2 minus x over x minus 3 equals to 2 over 3. Okay, now let us go ahead to solve this problem set. So if you look at this, this is subtraction of fraction. Find the LCM of x and 2, that is 2x. X goes in 2x is going to remain 2. It's going to be 2, right? 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 2 into x is x. X times 1, that is x. Okay? Equals to also this. Find the LCM of 3 and x. That is 3x. 3 in 3x is x. You have x remaining. X times 1 is x. Minus 3 in 3x is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Very good. If you go back to what you have been asked to show, it says 2 minus x. Right here, we already got 2 minus x. Very good. Over x minus 3, we already got x minus 3 here. So that means the next we need to try to work on is to bring x minus 3 down right here. And then you have 2 over 3. So I need 2 over 3 right here. So now, because I know where I'm going to, so all I have to do is, how do you get there? I want to bring x minus 3 down right here. So in that case, I can cross multiply. I can say 2x, go over there, x minus 3, come down right here. So that will give me 2 minus x over x minus 3 comes down, x minus 3 equals to 2x, then goes up right there, 2x over, what do you have right here, 3x. Very good, we are almost there, guys. If you go back to what you have been asked to show again, what you have here is 2 over 3. We've been able to get this part, 2 minus x over x minus 3. 2 minus x over x minus 3. The remaining thing is right here to have 2 over 3. How can we get that? You realize that x can cancel x here. So x cancels x. Very good. And then my final answer will be 2 minus x over x minus 3 equals to, I have 2 right there, and I have 3 remaining. This is my final answer. Right here, I've been able to show that 2 minus x over x minus 3 equals to 2 over 3. Very good, guys. I will encourage you to go over the videos again several times until you are able to understand the concept or the way that I have been able to solve this problem set. Alright, guys, I will see you in the next class where we'll solve more questions in the 2008 May-June General Mathematics Past Question. Alright, see you guys. Bye.